if we learn to cherish the people in our life that we see every day, it's not always easy, of course, but we try. We try to the best of our ability. We're not expecting quick results, but we know it's beneficial. And as we're able to cherish others and gradually show them such respect and kindness, then not only will we be able to control our tendencies towards irritation, annoyance, fault-finding negative minds that create distance and bitterness between people. Not only will we stop those unpleasant feelings, but we will be replacing them with minds that are starting to see good qualities in people. And we start to see them as beautiful and full of potential. And then something magical happens. They start to change. Our mind changed, and now it seems they're changing. Very interesting, you know. If we change our mind, how others appear to us changes. Here's maybe an example we can relate to. Have you ever had, like you dream about somebody in your life, and in your dream they did something bad, right? And then you wake up, and then when you see them, sometimes you still carry that dream experience, and you look at them like, and they're like, what? You're like, I don't know. You know, like, this person they don't look so good. Remember, because we have some bad feelings in our mind, even from a dream. You can see how, well, as Buddha said, the world we experience is a reflection of our mind. So if our mind is full of negativity and bad feelings, we see that in others. Okay? I'm not saying that others themselves don't experience negative minds and engage sometimes in harmful actions. Of course they do, because their minds are also controlled by delusions, like anger, jealousy, attachment, and so forth. But what I'm saying is that even over time, as we develop this mind of cherishing others, having compassion for them, yes, we can see where they are suffering from negative minds or even acting inappropriately, but we can still see their potential for goodness, right? You know, like parents can do with their children. Anyway, we learned this over the last few weeks, that a person and their delusions are not the same. Okay? See, the thing is, delusions like anger, like, you know, we went through this. Anger has so many faults. There's pages and pages in this book, the faults of anger. Okay? But if we see the person and their delusion and their anger as one, because anger is bad, then what do we think they are? Bad. Right? And then a bad person becomes an object of what? Our anger. Okay, so now we're both suffering. You know, so that their anger, because of our view, we couldn't see the person and their anger as different. In reality, Buddha said that delusions are an inner disease. That when our mind becomes unpeaceful and uncontrolled, it is ill at ease, not peaceful. So there's a dis-ease in our mind. Okay? Bad mental habits like anger, jealousy, deluded pride, selfishness, uncontrolled desire, and so forth. So in the same way that a physical disease, you know, such as like cancer or diabetes or Parkinson's, the disease has many faults. But the faults of the disease are not the faults of the person suffering from it. right? Like physically, we're very good at differentiating the disease from the person, but mentally, we're not very good at it. If somebody's angry, we think that person is a bad, angry person. And then that usually stimulates a negative mind in us. And our love disappears, and we have, bad feelings towards each other. Okay? So now we have a problem. So enlightened beings or Buddhas, they always see the person and the delusion as separate. Therefore, they can recognize incorrect minds and harmful actions and act appropriately, but they can maintain love and compassion for that person. Okay? This takes a lot of practice. But it's correct. And the reality is, how we view each other really affects one another. Okay? When we focus on others' good qualities and kindness, then what happens is, instead of them feeling defensive and insecure because they can feel our fault-finding mind, now they can tell that we see something good in them. And then they begin to relax. And then that allows their good qualities to come to the surface. And then that engenders some trust among people, some harmony and peace. Just from changing our view.